You have a scabbard, but no sword.
What? There's no sword.
That wasn't a great cold.
Hey guys, Lexstyle here.
I'm Bat Tracy.
For Punk Rock Blues.
It's our 25 days of annual spectacular traditions of Merry Christmas, Christ Milk, Extravaganza, Bash.
Day 18.
It is day 18.
Wait, is it Punk Rock Blues without blue?
Finally buy the hat?
I bought the hat.
What time?
That was going to be the cold open, was me revealing the hat, and then we came up with that killer cold open. What do we watch?
Watch Disney's A Christmas Carol, starring Jim Carrey, and I almost said Jim Murphy for some reason. Jim Carrey, and it's written and directed by Robert Zemeckis, who's best known for doing Beowulf.
He's not. He's not.
Have you seen Beowulf? Not a great movie.
We'll watch it next year. Is it a Christmas movie?
No, it's not.
What's the story?
It's A Christmas Carol.
No, Beowulf.
Oh. It's about like a Viking or some shit.
Okay.
His family gets taken or something, and he goes after them, or... I don't know, it's been a long... I saw it in 2007.
Oh.
It's A Christmas Carol. So it's about Ebenezer Scrooge, Ebba Biff Tannen, and...
Everyone knows the story. Do we need to do
We
the
did
story?
2 Christmas Carols this
Have
year.
we done already?
We did the Patreon.
Oh, yeah. So everyone knows the Christmas Carol, right?
Yeah, it's Ebenezer Scrooge, and he is a Scrooge
He's
about
visited by
money.
ghosts.
And he gets visited by 3 ghosts, and they teach him, hey, you're gonna die because you're such a dickhole.
Yeah.
And he's like, I promise not to be a dickhole anymore. I'll be a good guy. And
Not
then he
the
gets
dialogue.
not the dialogue. And then he gets a pep in his step, and he's dancing with people, and he's like, I'm gonna give you some money. See? This is the easiest story to do.
Yeah. Everyone knows it. What's your rating?
Well, first, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Plays like 18 different characters. Daryl Sabaro plays like 6. Gary Oldman's a bunch of people.
Carrie
Everyone
Ellis
in this. Carrie Ellis is a bunch of people. Yeah. What's your rating first?
No, I want your rating first.
Alright. I'm giving this 3 French hens. I think it was totally fine. I don't like the style of animation mocap where it's people doing motion capture and then animated over like the Polar Express or Beowulf or like TMNT's like that. No, TMNT's straight up CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not my type of animation style, but I think it's totally fine. It got better as the movie progressed.
I'm also going to give it 3 French hens. I was skeptical, so I wanted to see what you gave it.
Oh, yeah, it's the same.
I'm too going to give it... I actually really like the style. Like I said, Tintin. Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movies of our generation.
Yeah, it's debatable.
And it's... No, I don't think so.
But you hate the Polar Express, right?
I don't hate the Polar Express.
I think the
not
Polar
a
Express
fan.
is a little bit better than this.
See,
But I also don't really like
I
the
would
Polar
watch
Express.
this over the Polar Express.
We're going to watch it eventually.
Polar Express or this?
We already watched this.
Well, I said again, I've seen both of them now, so you
Well, we haven't done Polar Express for the 24 days.
Do I have to lock that in now?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay. That kid, I want to punch that kid. You know what kid I'm talking about, right?
Yes, he doesn't like the Ice Age
No,
movie.
not that one. There's the one kid in the Polar Express that no one likes.
I like that kid.
You like that kid?
Yeah.
No one
He's
likes
my favorite
that kid.
character.
He's awful.
The one that talks like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to kill the Ice Age baby.
No, I like the Ice Age
You
baby.
need to kill the Ice Age baby.
No, we don't.
What'd you like about this, though? I'll go first. I really like the look of it. I like the details. There's a lot of really fine... That's what I like about this style of movies. There's a lot of fine details. I loved the cast. I loved, especially the Ghost of Christmas Present. I really liked...
This guy doesn't like Jim Carrey for some reason.
No, because he's a terrible dude. He thinks autism is a sin.
It kind of is.
He's anti-vax. Stop making that joke. And I really like the dialogue. Besides Jim Carrey, I like the cast. There's just a lot of really funny jokes. The one that I hate, that we can both agree on, doesn't touch the tip.
Does not touch the tip.
Does not touch the tip.
Yeah, honestly, we should both give this a Danny Bonaducci for that
Yeah,
reason.
we almost gave it a Danny Bonaducci because they do
He had the
not touch
perfect
the tip.
opportunity to touch the tip, and he didn't.
wanted to touch the tip.
He did.
Pointed right at the tip and went to touch the tip.
And he even had that expression on his face where he's like, ooh, I could touch this tip.
I could touch this tip. And he doesn't touch this tip. And we're not to describe it in any further detail.
Yeah,
if you've seen the movie, it's not a memorable scene, so you don't remember it. But if you watch it again, you'll know exactly when he needs to touch the tip.
Yeah, he should and could and would have touched the tip, but he didn't.
And I'm going to ask Zemeckis the day when I meet him.
Why didn't he touch the tip?
Why didn't he touch the tip? On his deathbed. We're going to be there for some reason. We're going to be on Robert
Amazon?
We're going to be on
Amazon. How old is Robert Zemeckis?
Robert Zemeckis is 69 years old.
Oh, we got time. We got like 20 years. We got like 20 years to become friends. I want to be on his deathbed. Like, I'm in bed with him.
Snuggled up to him.
Yeah, asking him why he didn't touch the tip. Not why Robert Zemeckis didn't touch the tip. Why Scrooge.
So, Robbie. Robert. Z-Man.
You're going right over my nipple. Don't do it there.
Z-Man. In Disney's A Christmas Carol from 2009, why did he not touch the tip? What are you guys talking about?
A slideshow.
Put it in.
Put it in. It takes 1 hour and 3. We paused. It takes 1 hour and 3 for Ebenezer to be said out loud.
Yeah, they just call him Scrooge.
They just call him Scrooge
or Uncle Scrooge
or Mr. Scrooge. The only time you see Ebenezer before that point is right at the start. He signs his signature, and after that point when he shows his headstone. And then he does say Ebenezer himself at one point. So like 4 times Ebenezer is said. Maybe it's like that in the original story. I feel like it's as close to a word adaptation as can be, because there are very clear parts sometimes where, yes, that's the dialogue from the book.
Yeah. A book we've neither read.
That's not true. I read it.
Have you?
I read it in middle school. I read a graphic
I have neither
novel.
read it nor held it in my hand.
I've read a graphic novel version because
that doesn't count.
It's the same dialogue.
Yeah, but have you read the actual book by
I'll
Charles
never
Dickens?
read the original.
Okay.
But it's so I read Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol with pictures. That's all the graphic novel version is.
But comic books aren't real books.
Well, you know what?
You're wrong, teachers.
I want to time travel. This is a time travel movie.
You know what's nice about teachers nowadays?
Yeah.
Is that they accept graphic novels as actual books. Because they're like, hey, it gets kids to read.
Yeah. This is a time travel movie. I'm going to time travel to 1843. And I'm going to sit down with Charles Dickens and go, hey, does he touch the tip? In your mind,
does he touch that
tip? Does he touch the tip? And he's going to be like, what
does touch the tip mean?
And I'm going to pull up the movie. He's going to be astounded.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell
and
is that?
What is this? And I'm
Because
like,
movies weren't even around then.
I'm going to be like, watch.
The train hasn't even happened.
And it's like, just wait, just watch.
Is that the most famous movie scene of all time? The arrival of a train at Loquia?
No, I don't think many people know that.
Okay.
And then that scene's going to happen. We're going to pause right on it. Now, would you touch this tip?
I made you watch that whole movie.
No. Mr. Dickens, would you touch that tip?
Would you touch that tip?
He'd probably say yes.
Touch my robe. And would you touch his tip?
Every single scene, every person that goes and watches that movie, they would touch the tip. I guarantee you.
It'd be cold.
It would be a cold tip.
It'd
be a cold tip.
Yeah.
It won't stop me.
I would touch that. You know what? If we had some hot water, I'd lick that tip.
Let's go.
I don't want my tongue to get stuck to it, so we'd need warm water.
Let's go to England, find that tip, let's touch that tip.
It wouldn't be as exhilarating because we're not above it.
We could be. What did you like about this movie?
Okay, so
we
I
talked
really
about tips for 6 minutes.
I really liked the second 2 ghosts. The first ghost, take him or leave him. Or it, because it's
the first ghost is
I'll let you
stolen from Scooby-Doo. There are multiple. I forgot to mention this. This is
the Damon-ritis.
Yeah, the Damon-ritis. This is a prequel to Scooby-Doo, I'm pretty sure. I also am convinced Scrooge is Shaggy because, one...
Oh my god, I didn't know what this is about. Just read this real quick.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why we picked it, because I read it and went, that sounds good.
Sorry.
Anyway, so the first ghost is meant to look like a candle person, and it's clearly designed after the floating heads from the live action Scooby-Doo movie out of the plasm heads.
If I can find bits from both movies, I'm sure I can on YouTube. I'll put them both right here.
Okay.
I know, but I'm still the best looking protoplasm guy here. I mean,
so see, maybe if we had the bits. They clear cut and day. Then there's a scene where Scrooge literally is being chased. Also, there's ghosts in the movie. That's Scooby-Doo. But there's a scene where he's being chased by ghost horses, and he runs in place.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Variety accidentally uploaded Spider-Man No Way Home to their website in 4K.
Oh.
I'm so glad I checked my notifications at this moment. Alright, continue.
There's literally a scene where Scrooge runs in place as being chased by ghosts.
Yeah.
It's
And there's also
and
a
he
part...
has a long face. I think it's Shaggy.
And there's also a part where he takes someone's mask off and goes, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you and your meddling tiny Tim Cripple.
Yeah. Not the dialogue. I here's what I think Christmas cares about, this one.
Okay.
I think to stop some ghosts in Coolsville, which
Coolsville sucks.
I was just gonna say, I want to say
They took me out of context.
I think Coolsville sucks. I was just gonna say that.
I think Coolsville sucks.
They have to catch some ghosts, but they have to go back in time to meet the ghosts before they were ghosts. So they send Shaggy to 1843, and then Shaggy finds out there ain't no weed in 1843. I guess it'd be way earlier than 1843 because he's old. But now he gets stuck in the past and he has no weed, so he's a Scrooge. And he changes his name from Norval Rogers to Ebenezer Scrooge, and he's Scrooge now. That's my fan theory. I'm sticking to it.
Okay, so the things I liked about this movie. I really liked the second ghost, the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Great.
Because he reminds me of Odin. Not Odin,
Zeus?
Zeus. I couldn't think of his name. He reminds me of Zeus from the 1997 Hercules movie. Like, he just looks like him. And there's a funny part where he goes, touch my robe.
Yeah.
And then there's even a bit later where he opens up his robe and I should have touched that tip. I really...
That's not the tip. What I like is we've said touch the tip 100 times
And
now.
we have not described what it
We
is.
were not going to describe it, and if someone searched A Christmas Carol 2009 touch the tip, like, it's not they couldn't find that scene. Like, they'd have to watch
I'm
the
gonna
movie.
put that in the I'm gonna put that in the tags. So if someone were to search that, our video will come up.
But they would only search it because of us.
Yeah.
Unless a friend of theirs watched this video and was like, dude, you have to go watch this video, search Christmas Carol touch the tip. But if they watched us, they know who we are.
Yeah.
But I want
you know, our channel name sucks because if you search for us, it always changes it to blues. Yeah. Anyway.
I just want people, we're not going to give them the clip. They have to go watch this movie. It's not a bad movie, so it's really quick. It's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it is just, if you like A Christmas Carol, it's the story.
I also really liked the Ghost of Christmas That Hasn't Happened Yet, which I always thought it was
Yet to come.
future.
It's
Yet to come. Which
The Ghost of Christmas That Hasn't Happened Yet.
Yeah. The Ghost of Christmas That Hasn't Happened Yet. But that's the only one that has no dialogue because it's just like a specter type ghost, like a shadowy figure.
It's
but
got a hand, though.
my favorite sequence in the whole movie is that ghost because he's like chasing after Ebenezer Scrooge and he's like all tiny like Ant-Man and he's on a bottle and there's horses with red eyes and they're chasing him through the
And
streets.
they hide from a barrel, which is Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, there's a part where he's doing the thing with his feet where he's like kicking the barrel and... Yeah.
I think it's Shaggy. I'm convinced.
Where was Frank Welker? He wasn't in this.
I know, there's the one movie he missed out on. We checked. We did check.
Yeah. Frank Welker, in case you didn't know, has over 860 credits to his name.
See it.
Yeah, I know.
I bet Frank Welker's touched a tip.
Guarantee you he has.
But Scrooge didn't touch that tip.
He did not.
All
All he had to do was go like this.
All he had to do. It's such a seamless thing for them to put in.
Yeah. Maybe Jim Carrey's scared of tips because it reminds him of needles and getting vaxxed.
Yeah. That's probably what it is.
They're like, Jim, just touch the tip. I can't touch that tip.
05 to 10 was when he was crazy. I mean, still crazy. Still not a good person.
Oh, Jenny McCarthy. Yeah, now she's with Donnie Wahlberg or whatever.
Still got love for the vaginal crease.
Which, good for her. Be with the Wahlbergs. They suck. Yeah, I know what that is.
Still not loving police. Still got love for the vaginal crease. Player haters beware.
Guns don't kill people.
I kill people
With guns.
Pow. Anyway, do you have anything else to say about this?
I don't. I feel like we've just been talking about the tip. I mean, it's literally just the Christmas Carol.
It's hard to get past. Yeah, it's hard to get past the tip. I mean, he doesn't even make it to touch the tip. So how are we supposed to get past it?
You know what that scene reminded me of?
Huh.
Charlie and the Glass Elevator.
It's a good book.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never liked it as much as
No.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Or I mean Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Because the movie, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, is based on the actual book. Whereas Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the one that people say is better, is not based on the book.
I want to get a shirt that says Scrooge should have touched the tip, and that's my Christmas sweater every year. And people are like, "What the hell does that mean?"
Watch this. Watch this.
You
movie.
will know. There's not a person on this planet that will watch that scene and go, "I don't think he should have touched the tip." There's not a person. He needs to touch the tip.
He needed to touch that tip.
Hashtag cancel Zemeckis because he didn't have Scrooge touch the tip. That's the whole hashtag.
Yeah. Robert Zemeckis, like, he gets called up by his publicist. I'm getting canceled? For what? What are they talking about? What tip? I made Beowulf. That's his defense for everything.
I don't think he's proud of Beowulf. He's got way better things to be proud of. He's the Back to the Future director. He's not still talking about Beowulf.
You never know. Maybe that's his pride and joy. He's like, they are not remaking Beowulf while I'm alive.
Well, I'm going to remake A Christmas Carol, and then he's going to touch some tips. Every tip I can have him touch.
Yeah. That's his defining character trait.
Yeah.
I'm Ebenezer Scrooge, and I touch the tip.
Like this is the outro. It's part 2 of the outro. Like this video, but touch the tip of the thumbs up. If you enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit the notification jingle bell, the tip of the bell, so you get us all the time. It's freaking don't change your mind, especially this month. You get us a lot. Yeah, like right like that. See how easy it is to touch a tip?
It's so easy to touch the tip. Yeah. I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me at Bat Tracy. I'll wonder about those movies on TikTok.
Yeah, I've been like stalking. Follow me on Instagram. It's JJC and on Twitter. I'll check out my TikTok. Kesha was taking the best username you'll find on there. I always do my little arm twirl for that part, so. Can you can blow O's. Can you do like a dagger?
No.
Can you like, just send
you
out
can follow the channel at Punk Rock Blues on everything. By everything, I mean the 2 things.
And you can pledge our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. Check us a $1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 or 13, 14, 15, 16 or 17 or 18. And we don't condone the touching of tips of fires.
Unless you're putting out a candle. You can touch that tip. Lick your fingers first.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow, we are watching Santa Who with Leslie Nielsen, who I'm a huge fan
You
of.
didn't say that as a question.
I said Santa Who.
Yeah, Santa who?
Santa Who?
Who?
Santa Claus.
I hope Santa touches the tip. We'll see you tomorrow for that.